I'm going to be showing you how to make some of the fillings for your small chops. And for this one, we're going to be starting with our beef filling, which is for the samosa. And I'm also going to be using this for spring rolls because nobody died and said that spring rolls had to be chicken. It can also be beef, but by all means, you can also use chicken for this as well. So I just seasoned the ground beef with some dark soy sauce and some onions. I add some curry powder. I also add some pepper, that's dried pepper, and I add seasoning cubes to this. You guys already know that I'm a Gino brand ambassador, so habek, use Gino. Use Gino Max. Okay, we have potted to Gino. Yeah, so you're just going to stir fry this for a bit. By all means, you can use any other seasoning cube that you find readily available. But I think as an ambassador, I need to let you know that Gino Max cubes is also nice, so you can try it as well. So yeah, you stir fry this, and it's important that you allow the water to dry out. I also wanted to add this tip that I used olive oil here, but using sesame oil takes the flavor of your filling to a whole other level. Okay, now you can put any kinds of vegetables. Just pay attention to how the vegetable was cut. I cut it into tiny cubes because it's for small chops, which means your veggies can't be too big, it can't be too large, so cut it into small cubes. If I let the size of the veggies be dragging with the beef, then I added some cabbage. I added some long peppers, and the reason why I added this pepper in this size is to also show you that when you're making for your spring rolls, you cut in long strips. When you're now making for samosas, you cut in cubes. Now we're also going to be making mayo rolls, and for mayo rolls you typically use prawns. So this is how you want to just stir fry the prawns, right? I also used olive oil, but please feel free to use sesame oil or regular vegetable oil. You can see that there are two ways I cut the prawns. One I didn't cut at all, and the other I cut into cubes. That's because I want to show you two ways to wrap your spring rolls. So I just seasoned this with seasoning cubes, a little bit of pepper, and that's all. You just want to stir fry it. Seasoning cubes, a little bit of pepper, that's it. You don't need to add any extra thing. You don't need to overly season it, right? If you're feeling extra, you can add a tiny bit of curry, very small. You're still going to season the mayo for this. And another thing is, don't allow this to cook for too long. 2 minutes is enough. In fact, if you even do 1 minute, 60 seconds is actually fine, because when you put it in the pastry sheet and you fry it, it will still cook in that, like in the frying process as well. I hope you guys are following and you understand what I'm saying, but if you don't, by all means, please ask me. I'll answer. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. For those of us that are probably wondering, if I'm using chicken, what do? You do the same thing I did with the beef. Just make sure that you fry it until the water completely evaporates. Then I used my leftover veggies to make a vegetable stir fry, because I want to make vegetable money bag and all. So you pretty much just throw everything in the pan, stir fry it, and season it with some seasoning cubes for like 1 minute, and you're done.